This is him with his son. This is him. He was hospitalized from the 21st of March with a acute asthma attack. He was placed into critical care after being reviewed by the ICU doctors, and he was in a coma, induced coma for about 3 to 4 days, and then they brought him round. He was sitting up, he was breathing on in his arm, but he still needed oxygen. And I got a call from him to tell me that he was being released on the Tuesday, so I'll come and get him whenever we wanted to, myself and my daughter Jessica. And we actually went and got him from Lister Hospital in Hertfordshire. And on the way back home, we took him to see his son, Micaiah, from a distance, a distance way away. So there was no contact or anything. And Micaiah was pleased to see his dad because he hadn't seen him since the Saturday. And he came home. And then we left and he came home. And yeah, when he came home, he was struggling to walk, struggling to breathe. It was literally struggling. He was coughing. But he improved daily. Every day he improved. Then he would cough, have coughing fits. And we would always ask him, "Are you okay?" "Yes, Mum. Yes, sis, I'm okay. I'm fine." And that's how he went. And on Friday, he was at his best, the best he's ever been since he came home. He was talking on the phone to his friends, laughing and joking, which he hadn't done from the Tuesday. And I thought, yes, I've got my son back. And on the Saturday, he said, "Mum, I want a bath." So I ran him a bath. He went in, and his sister was watching to make sure he was all right. She became like his main carer. Then she left him for about a few seconds. Then he called her and she went to the bathroom. I stayed close by to keep an eye, but it wasn't me he wanted his sister. And he said, "Sis," he always called her sis, little sis, "Sis, I feel weak. I feel tired." Immediately she said, "Take the plug out of the bath, take the plug out," which she did do. And he was getting angry with himself, really angry, because he couldn't do what he wanted to do because whatever's going on stopped him. He didn't have the strength to do anything. He said, "If I can get myself on my knees, then I can get up and then I can go to my room. I just want to go and lie down." So he managed to get out the bath. Jessica was in front of him and I was at the back. He walked into his room and he literally dropped on the bed. That time his breathing was really bad. His chest was going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The ambulance crew, well, I had to phone them the second time. And then my son was screaming, "Get the ambulance now. I want to go to hospital. I want to go to hospital." Then they came up. But before all that, he said to me, "Mum, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep." And something told me, don't let him sleep, because if I let him sleep, he won't wake up and I'd lose him. So I went and knelt in front of him, held his face with both my hands, and I said, "Max, look at me, talk to me." And then he said to me, "Mum, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it." And what seemed like a lifetime, the doctor came in and asked me to sit down. I said to him, "No, I'm not going to sit down. We're not going to sit down. You tell me what's going on. Tell me." And he said, "You tell me my son died." in his room. But compared to some other victims of the COVID-19 who died alone, with no family, no friends around them, he had me and his sister holding him until he took his last breath. To me, that's a huge comfort. But to other families out there, they haven't had that precious moment, and I will treasure that forever. My son was passionate about being a bus driver. No one whatsoever deserve to lose someone doing a job that they're passionate about and not having any protection. It is extremely tough knowing that his life was put at risk. Not just his life, all the bus drivers in London and all the bus drivers in the country's lives are at risk because of this, without having the adequate protection.